comments and then you guys just saying, you know, Rabbit wants to be back in, I feel like I'm gonna instantly be
block you because I know Sal has you blocked, and I'm not sure, but I think Venom probably does.
No, this
isn't a simple, hey, I want back in. You have to have a conversation with them and actually have a good point. You have to let them know, accept it this time, wait a couple more weeks, and bring it again. You see,
the thing is, right, we can't change the rule from a big unanimous to just, oh, you know, he only needs this much, so that way we get him in. In particular, which was Venom. Stuck his neck out for Rapid on multiple occasions. Some was the one who primarily dealt with Rapid. And for Venom, he got to the point where he didn't want to deal with Rapid anymore. He created too many issues. He wouldn't listen to Venom.
Bobby's getting to that point. Venom's then started getting annoyed with Bobby here recently.
My recipes, you know what's a dead man.
So
I gotta turn him in quick then, because I want that fucking...
The thing is that the thing with Venom is that,
listen, he trusted you.
Yeah. I really like it.
And you betrayed him, then you betrayed OSS. I'm asking you, and if you get back in, would you betray him again? And you may say no, of course you're going to say no, but we're going to see, if you do get back in, we're going to see what your words are worth.
That's exactly why I want you guys to give me a chance, because if you know, that's why
I actually agree with that.
Thing and see how I go, or like just, you know, as it like.
I mean, the thing is, convincing the other staff why should they? You know, that's a scenario we have to tell to a lot of people who've been banishing at the first person.
May I
probably won't be the last one, but the thing is, whether it be due to partiality, which it's not, every staff member makes rules simply based on fact, you can't rule on just the bias of the staff. And other staff members have before in the past and received punishment. What it comes down to is, for the other staff, they gave you that chance. They tried to put up with you. They gave you multiple warnings. They asked you to stop multiple times. And at that time, you didn't listen. So it took them kicking you out, banning you thinking about it to understand the point. For them, why would they want to go through the time, trouble, and hassle to let you back in to enjoy something that they've developed? Whenever you just listen to them the first time around.
May I propose something? I do believe that words are worthless at some occasions, and I would like to have a trial run, per se. Give them a tight leash, give them like a couple days for staff to form their own opinion about him based on how he plays and his actions. He'll go about his regular business. He will stay out of contact, I'm gonna say, with staff about his issue, so no one can really get any, I want to say conflict, but just let him roam about and just do what you gotta do, and then when the time comes, they'll have a vote, they can, you know, just give him a chance, I guess. I mean, he's had chances before, and he doesn't really necessarily deserve any now, but the fact that he's thought about it and come back, I don't know.
I really want to talk to other staff just before anything further happens. I really want to talk to other staff because I feel like after all this, and then if you were just do something now, it wouldn't go how I want it to. That's why I really want to talk to other staff. And I like the trail thing idea. And I just want you guys to know how important, obviously, I'm not doing this, you know, like Matt said to me a little while ago, like, try to come back every once in a while to try to walk over again or something. Like, tell you guys, you know, this is really important to me. That's why I'm really trying to get back into this. I really
My team on this fucking match are fucking trash, and it's pissing me the fuck off because it's a fucking competitive match, and they don't know what the fuck a good team comp is if it smacked them in the fucking face. Like, not one goddamn motherfucker went healer.
Overwatch.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, listen, that's your issue right there.
How's that an issue?
Listen, it's
Alright, no,
gonna
we're
be
not even going there.
It's gonna be main or no main.
Anyway, again, what it comes down to is staff voting. If they want to talk to you, then they want to, but we can't make the other staff talk rapid. We can't. And if they decide, no, we don't want to consider giving them a chance, then that's that.
I could talk to them in your stead.
Again, it's not a matter of, whoever.
Well, I'm not gonna force them. I'm just saying I'm just gonna tell them how he was. If they would hear it, I'm gonna ask them if I could voice my opinion, and if they say no, then it's a no. I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna force anything. Because it's respect for their decision and their staff. I'm not. They have the higher word. Whatever they say goes.
But in the meantime, there won't be any further advancements in this conversation.
Furry, you don't play Overwatch?
I have it. I just don't really play because listen, I'm not really a fan of like Overwatch Team Fortress style games, you know.
Agreed. Me too. It's stupid.
I really like playing League of Legends. That's the only really good.
I mean, Overwatch had a cool concept, but I don't understand the multiplayer because in the trailer for the game it seemed like they wanted to be united and actually fight a common enemy, but then they end up fighting each other.
Well, that is outside of the lore and everything, but but I mean, it's a shooter game. I mean, the newest patch that they just brought out actually brought out free for all mode and a team deathmatch mode. It's no longer just objective based.
My friend was like nodding his pants like late last night, like 4 in the morning about it. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you guys know what's in the new Overwatch update? I'm like, I don't keep up with Overwatch. But he freaked out about it.
Wait,
He made Steve, by the way.
I actually gotta go soon, so
Well, I hope you have a nice night. It was nice to meet you.
yeah. Thank you for everything.
Oh, I did. I added you. We can play games sometimes. Just hit me up, and I'll respond whenever I can.
Alright, that's cool. Thank you guys for everything, and like I said, if one of you could message me, or you guys can, I'll message you, and I'll try to talk to more staff.
Don't force yourself on them now. Be respectful of what they want to say, you know?
Okay,
and don't ask more than once. If you say like, hey, can I talk to you? And if they say, hey, I don't really want to, don't just say, hey, that's all good, man. Catch you later. You know, just it's gonna make them, it's gonna give an impression on them that you've actually changed and matured. Just a little bit, you know. It's the impression that you leave. That is the most important thing. Alright, so just remember that, okay? Cool. Alright, well, I'm hoping that things go well for you, though. I'm really hoping that people hear you well.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully it does.
Well, yeah, I mean, you only hope for the best. And if it doesn't work out, hey, I mean, there's always other things you can do, you know? And just because you're gone doesn't mean you have to be gone. I'm sure other people will love to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Alright. I'll talk to you guys later, alright?
Alright, good night, man.
Alright. Night.
He's a good lad.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Hello.
Bruh, you joined right at the last moment. We just got off with Rapid.
I think it went well.
Question, can we get a session up?
Please do.
This late, I doubt, because I mean, I ain't starting a session this late. My cutoff time is at 9 p.m. typically. It's 9:52. 9 p.m.'s typically when I go over to my other games that I play.
Like the start session, it's probably gonna be pretty
nice though. I know I'm not staff, but listen here. My 6 shooter just went off. Not really.
It's not pretty just
What type of cat do you have?
Yeah. So I take it no, we get a session out?
I just told you to start one off, even though it's probably going to be pretty cancerous.
Okay.
Alright, Cody Bryce. Tony, you should get on. Matt, you should get on. Oh no, dude. Matt, come on. I'll get sucked. Whoa! Not me, my sister will though. She got a pretty now. Cat loves her hair legs, dude.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, man, dude, I wax legs and I just put it on my body, just tape it there. So I have my own hair because I'm so beta male, I can't grow any. I'm a virgin and I'm a cock too. Don't make fun of me. Hashtag give up for me. Cash is pretty dope. I fight for Right, you know I love you. You know I care. You know I'll be there. No,
You know that event that occurred where you said your ancestors were smiling upon you and I shot you in the head?
Yeah, they probably think they won't.
Yeah, I'll do that again.
Sleep well, River Spoon.
The ratio in which I see Rapper being able to join back 70% over 30%.
He's not going to be able to come back. I'm trying to be as friendly as I can with him, and I'm hoping that maybe things will go well for him.
There were a couple staff who always dealt with him because other staff don't deal with people.
It's become an opinion now. They have an opinion about him, and that's the worst thing. It's hard to get out of. It's hard to break someone's opinion about you, you know? It's just one of those things.
It is.
And that's what I'm telling you. When you try to talk to them, if they don't want to talk to you, leave an impression that can be like, wow, I really wasn't expecting that. Like, hey, he actually laid off. Because he usually was pressing on the matter, right? Like he would press on. Yeah, then I think if he did that, they would probably be more interested in hearing what he had to say. Because it's all about impression, you know? That's the best way to break the ice. No, but I think he's a good lad, though. It's just that he makes stupid decisions.
You're a good lad?
You're a good lad. Still not getting back into service, but you're a good lad. Nah, but I hope everything is alright for him.
Jesse's all you guys memes and more.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Northern thinks he's a meme lord, but his memes are kind of trash.
Northern stuff, and me and Bryce here, we're cut from a different kind of cloth. We're such meme lords that even we argue. We fucking shoot at people. We don't shoot at people, we shoot at each other. Well, I guess we qualify as no, we don't. I'm not a person. If anything, I'm the person that you don't want to be a person. You want me to be fake. Fictive. Still giving it away? Yeah, kind of did. I'm constantly having infections on my road. That's pretty nice though. Yeah, man titties. Hey Bryce, could you come pick me up? I mean, Sherman.
No.
Hey, I'm gonna call you on the game. Call you. Oh, I can't?
That's because we're on a party.
How do you think I handled that situation, Brian?
I think it was very professional. See, the thing for me and the part... Gosh.
You down the fuck? Oh man, I love this game. Watch me drive off like a leopard G-string, you know? Oh god. He's like, hey, Connor, get in my car. Oh, Sherman, you should have. He's not yet. Wait, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, the thing for me, the reason why I'm always torn whenever I'm making type of decisions is, you know, again, I'm a very compassionate person, and I believe in giving people multiple chances, but, you know, that's also due to my religious background, but I can't let that affect my administrative responsibilities either.
I understand.
Because, you know, I feel bad for, like, you know, saying,
yeah,
you're probably not gonna get in. Because realistically, I would do everything I could to help with it. It's like in terms of the community, I have to run it like a business.
I can understand that. I mean, he's a kid. He's still learning, and this could be a learning. And I want him to get back in, not because he deserves it, but because it could be a learning curve for him. Because we've already tried to make that initiative, what I believe, to be a more mature person. He just needs some advice, some guidance, and even if he doesn't get back into LSS, I want to be there to give him some of that advice. I'm not the most mature person, but when it comes down to serious stuff and people's actual issues and problems and things that could affect them in the future, I want to try and give them the best advice possible, you know, because it can just help them in the long run.
You would never change that.
I honestly think he would never have changed his attitude if he didn't get banned.
But like Ponin said, if you knew who J-Man was, you would know why we're really reluctant to give second chances.
I mean, that's not the only reason. It's just a point where if we give him another chance, he's going to take advantage of it.
Well, the only thing you could ever know for certain is if you just keep giving chances. It's kind of like a hypothesis. Something can be tested over and over and over, and it can get the same result, you know, but it's not proven.
I really think it's also heard.
The only different thing, so with that statement, I'm saying that you should give him a trial run. Because I know it has to be, there has to be an agreement for him to be having a trial run. Does everybody have to agree upon that, or?
Yep.
Well,
yeah,
I think he'll be more ready to accept that than to actually let him in. Because people, it's not to try and get back in, more out of interest. You know, as to what he's going to do. Hey, I told you so, or what have you. People like that kind of satisfaction, so I think that he would have a good chance of having that trial. And even if he doesn't get back in even after trial, it just gives him a couple more days, you know, just to end it on a good note, you know. Everyone deserves that much.
You know what you deserve?
A dicking in the mouth, Daddy? Whoa.
Whoa, that escalated quickly.
You know, BK is one of the gayest people I know, and he's never even said that to me.
It's true.
And to be quite frank, no offense BK, but if I swung that way, I think BK would legitimately be interested. And again, he's never said that.
Turn me on so good. No, I'm joking, Bryce. Your biceps are
dead to me.
Please, I want you to fucking put my double chin.
Oh God. Double chin, he said.
I don't have a double chin.
No.
I was making fun of her. You're picking on each other. I said, hey, when you cry, do you make sure to wash between your chin so you don't get a rash? Or, and he said, baby, you can fuck between my chins. I said, oh.
Good lord.
He said he stuffed his dick between my chin. I went, oh. Like he's so chubby that like his man tits and like, hey, so you on your lady pills?
Was not.
Good time.
There's only 6 people in the session.
I'm in, dude. I'm trying to make my way to you.
Yeah, please don't.
But Bryce, it's for good interest. Bryce, I'm coming for you. Not to kill you, mind you. I really want your company. Alright, can some more people get on, please? Listen, I could be a part-time prostitute if I can attract anybody to get on.
I like to get money in the fashion way. Sorry.
You know, I'm about to make a funny life computer post. This will be good. Boys, get ready for this. Time to go to work. I'm gonna put listen, my outfit and just hang on. I need to do something. Okay, please someone else get on. Right, so people don't get on, you'll play some For Honor?
You mean you want me to continuously spank you?
No, I mean, you help me spank people.
No.
Well, fuck, Bryce.
Sorry, man.
I care about me.
No, I don't. Care about everyone.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, that's a good point. I care about most people.
Am I one of those people? Am I one of those people?
I don't know, are you?
No.
People are like, join.
Okay, 7 people are in right now.
No, you still have one more in 4 more minutes.
I'm gonna eat my dick, Bryce.
Yeah, don't do that.
Bryce, can you come pick me up? Bryce, I have no car.
You can
Okay, what's the cheapest vehicle I can buy? I have 15,000. No, actually I have 27,000 since I got that MG.
You do realize that a lot of that is illegal cash. It doesn't go there.
Fuck. Right. For the party chat.
Yeah, I don't care.
Hey, can you answer my question?
What?
How do I launder money?
You have to know the right people.
Damn it.
Get wrecked.
Well, I know you Price. And your chairman, so maybe,
Yeah, no.
Sorry about that, I was taking my crack. Not my drugs, I mean actual ass crack. You know, I'll just get that Ray can just fucking slobber over me, pick me up. Right now, he'll come over and be like, hey, can I get that chicken? I'm like, no. He's like, Hey, DTF.
Yes.
By the way, you should check your emails in game.
What'd you do to me?
So,
How much is a bike?
Bro, that time
So
for work, that's kind of disturbing since you're standing in front of a park.
Yeah, no, I was going to get banned, but then I'd be breaking the rules. He's not really banned.
Just said you were borrowing it, you know? I mean, but you don't have a license either, so.
I need a driver's license. Are you fucking kidding me? You're dude.
I told you.
What the fuck?
I told you day one.
How long does it take for a driver's license? How many days? Because I know it's a couple of days, maybe a week. How long?
No, just you can get it right then and there if you can pass the test.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I want to. Okay, hang on, how many players are going? We got 7 players, fuck you.
Yeah, I said 8.
You said 7? Oh, damn it.
No, I can tell you, if he said 7, he was fucking witty. Nuke's limit is 8. There's some staff that have started official at 6, but Nuke is one of the hard asses.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
Is there, who else? Are you the only staff in the session?
Yep.
Cut my life into these.
No, I'm slowly making my way to you. Quit moving.
Are you running? Are you running?
I'm gonna give you a ride of your dreams.
I don't want a dick daddy, I'm sorry.
Don't.
Poppy?
Don't. No.
Pedro.
No, if you want to start making your way to me as well, that would really help.
Are you sprinting? So you're on a moped, aren't you?
No.
A bike?
No.
What are you doing?
You're on
You're on a moped. You have to be on a moped. Like...
No.
Yeah.
I can show you the world.
You're not on a carpet, but I know.
Yeah, see, I installed the mods, that way I can go around on a magic carpet.
Shush, cat!
Magic carpet ride?
That's what they always say until the angry happen.
Yeah,
That's why you don't mess with Genie.
Yeah,
I found an iFind email, but it's not in there.
Cat, shut the fuck up!
Oh damn.
And I sent you an email,
Right. It's a waste of my time. Oh my gosh, you're on a fucking moped. I told you. Oh, you put your helmet on. Oh my god.
I can show you the world.
Yep.
Do a flip.
This is not happening.
Do it. Let's start with the back, so if we don't hit, they'll break my back first. This is a sneaky killer, like it's like a snake.
Sneaky snake.
We should sneak up with people riding on this, Bryce.
I'll sneak up on you.
Bryce, but I'm on your back.
Yeah. But not long.
Bryce, I like it when my hands are on your thighs.
Your hands aren't.
They're thinking about it. Oh. Dude, I flew off that hill. Broke my neck.
So you know what's exciting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's past the 5 minutes.
Are you leaving? Yeah, you're sending a message right now. As soon as you call the unofficial shooting the civilian inhabitants of Musket. Why do you leave? Oh, Bryce. Oh my gosh, Bryce, you're so fucking cool, Bryce.
I'm using an SMG. Small.
You're using a fucking musket, Bryce. Bryce, wait, we can talk about this.
Yeah,
Bryce, just fucking your ass. You'd like that. Yeah,
Ooh, are we talking about eating ass?
No. Where are you, Bryce? Oh, you're down here, huh? You ashamed somebody pulled out a revolutionary war on you.
Yeah, it would be. Especially since the session is not official.
Oh. That bag on?
I'll just pull up my gun and shoot you.
You can't, Chairman, that's illegal.
Yeah, I think they're going to arrest me.
He's got a point.
What?
He's got a point. Put it this way. I don't know why, but a lot of people are just afraid of me, Nuke, Ponin, and Venom.
I am afraid of no man.
Is that the case?
Yeah, is that the case?
Yeah, it's the case.
My respect.
I was ready to have my character killed. I was ready. I was clenching my butt. I was like, my ancestors are just like the Imperials.
You didn't do that?
Can you say the same?
What kind of meme is that?
Oh, we got two more people joining. Shit.
Bubby already joined.
Bubby joined?
Yeah, hey man, are you going to join?
Fuck. Alright, can I message you? Can I tell you, since we're not can I message you like, hey, I know who Bubby is or whatever, just to get this thing rolling?
I'm not the person you want to tell.
Who should I tell them?
Please
Stop in them.
Hang on a minute. I'm gonna get him to try and hang out with me. Hang on. We'll have to get close with him. And I know that I know the people I tell about it, so if he figures out. You see, I have a strategy about it. I tell everyone a different thing, right? So when I hear what he has to say and has a certain detail that I told a certain person, I know who read it on me. Who read it on you? No, I'm saying if someone rats, I know who would have. Nuke. You're texting him, aren't you, you son of a bitch?
Me? Text Bubby? Never.
Oh, you totally are, Nuke.
Totally not.
Yeah, you're not. I think that's
Bryce? Did you tell him? Really, you?
You shot at me. That's a murder on a government official.
With a baseball gun.
That's life for sure.
You didn't see who was shooting at you. What you know that back turned me?
I totally didn't fucking see that.
Yeah, you didn't see my face. You saw the shotgun shells.
You fucking idiot. I didn't even text him.
Hey, I didn't shoot you. I didn't shoot you.
You shot at me. You tried.
I shot around you.
You tried.
No, it was a fear tactic.
Don't lie to me.
I'm leaving the state.
Oh, are you? I can see you jaywalking. Alright, I'm taking pictures.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see. I also see that you just nearly got bumped by that car. Yeah, go ahead. Make that jump.
Broke my neck. Meet me at the Ferris wheel at, whenever I get there.
I mean, if I could open up this window, I could snipe from here, I'm just saying.
Hey, ever seen like that, he's like, oh, nice try with that sniper. They like borders together. You pop out like a sniper in the other business building.
Oh, yeah.
The sniper's 5 seconds to adjust to a new target. You have enough time if you're fast enough. He's like, oh my gosh. Like, third window to the left. He's like, fucking borders, dude. It's like, this gets shot, so then he unloads on dude.
He was like, damn it, he was like, that's like, whatever intern this month, like, he's gone through a few.
Yeah. How about the guy with the hunting accident one? We're like, oh, you know your name, Bill. This boy's good easier. And then, like, if they shot him by accident, he's trying to encourage him to kill him. He's like, oh no, we didn't shoot him. There was a lot of hunters on this hill. It's funny, dude. He fucking ends up shooting him. He's like, make it easier for you. He's like, my name's Craig, by the way. He kills him. Shoots him in the head.
Whatever happened to this kid, you know?
Oh, what is kids you know?
I ran one kid.
Are you gonna join?
Yes, totally right now.
Hey, Bryce, I can invite you to meet me on top of the roller coaster.
Yes, I would, but I'd rather not get shot.
I'm not gonna kill you. That was just a joke, man.
No, I'm worried about you killing me.
Oh, who's going to kill you? Please.
No, there are people out there. There are people out there.
Yeah, I know get fucking A's. I mean, I don't understand. You have guns.
Yeah, I know I have guns, it's still.
And you have like you don't have the money to pay off your... You know what? You give me conniptions.
Yeah, I'm glad. I value my character's life.
Good thing I just jumped off the roller coaster, right? It was an accident. I jumped. I pressed square to get on top of this thing. Like, I
want my solid 5 and pay it back.
Hey guys, I'm Snake, except I'm not. Whoa!
Yeah, I didn't actually play later.
Oh, wow.
Wait, no.
I oh shit. He's like, Snake, and the guy's like, oh nice, cassette player. Fucking bots, wait, don't worry, there's just kids. One just power fist and just knocks out 12 of them in a row. And then plays with them. It fights the kid bots, shoots him in the head. Fails his mission.
You know what? I usually never drink, but I'm gonna drink someone actually.
Do you mind inviting me to your place?
No.
I have money to pay for that again.
Yeah.
Well, I think I fell again.
Yeah, you did. That's spicy, you died.
Listen.
You wanna know the total amount of medical bills?
100,000.
I do.
No, yours would be 50,000 total, right?
I'm in debt. Okay, I'll lay on life support while waiting for someone who gives a fuck to come along and be like, hey.
Dude, I don't think that person's gonna come along.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna find it.
Well, I guess I'm gonna be a vegetable for a long time,
You're gonna be a vegetable. You try role-playing as a vegetable.
He actually biting on my tongue. Oh no. Like, you try to swallow his tongue again. Oh, fuck.
There's this gift from this guy getting a box of Cheerios, and when he pulls it out, a snake comes out of it.
Have you seen the Cocoa Puffs commercial? And he's like, why won't it come out? Like, the whole entire, all the Cocoa Puffs, like, stuck together, so the whole box of it just fell out on the block and just crashed all over the table. No, they didn't come out because they were stuck together. He's like, why won't it come out? And he shook it hard, and the whole block of them, like, came out and busted all over the table.
Busting poo.
Texas, you ever had rattlesnake?
Do what?
You live in Texas, you ever had rattlesnake?
I've never ate rattlesnake. I have smelled some rattlesnake. It smells pretty good.
Yo, I've smelled deodorant before.
Oh, look, someone's buzzing into my office. I bet it's not that half-wholesome guy.
Listen, I'm proud of my career. Hey, you can stay here, remember? Hey, I need to take some stuff to go home then. I need to go box, and I need to take a couple money bundles.
You did.
A pillow. Decorative flower, that's not real flower, but, what else? Duct tape, because I just wanted an excuse to have it. And Fruit of the Loom breathable underwear, that's it. I heard someone about the laugh my joke, don't hold back, it's fine. That was pretty crappy though. Yeah, fuck you too. JK, I wanna fuck that face. Why can't we all just get along? Because I just... There's a fine line between getting along and banging, you know?
No, I
Right, so I would appreciate it if you joined me in the subway. Jared's down here, he's offering some footlongs, but you have to bring your kid.
Hey,
I don't know.
hey, you know that, you remember Jared Fogle, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Subway guy.
Yeah, I bet you he's getting real footlongs now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, I'm surprised if he's still alive because a lot of
Hey, Bryce, not your house. Are you gonna join me?
Oh, he's still alive. He's still alive, but he's in protective. Yeah, he's gonna be in jail for a while. He's in protective custody now because a big ass fucking Aryan Brotherhood inmate literally beat him half to death and raped him to the point where he was in ICU for like 3 months.
So that 3 months was probably the best 3 months of his life to get to prison. You know that, right?
They don't take kindly to pedophiles. In prison, pretty much. If you find out that your bunkmate's a pedophile, you have to beat him up. But if you don't, then you'll get beat up with him.
Yep, true story, dude.
But yeah, Jared Fogle was in ICU for 3 months. He's in protective custody now.
Can you pick me up, please?
No.
Like him and his family literally requested solitary confinement after he got his ass whooped.
Bryce, come back, please. I'm right down here. Just turn around. Straight shot. Bryce.
Yeah, I wonder how you know where I'm at. Turn your map off.
No, I'm paused.
No.
I'm gonna play some World War II Greece.
Bryce, come back.
Don't ever lie to me again. Because I have my radar on at all times making staff, and you were not paused. No, you weren't.
He's got a point. Staff typically have our radars on at all time just to monitor other players because we get so many complaints.
Yeah. Want to try again?
I'm paused now.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that? You're coming on to a premium race, you should hit that.
What was that?
I don't know.
Hey,
whatever happened to D&D?
We was gonna do it today, but we was kinda, we played D&D. Like me, Sal, Venom, Ben. I don't think you've met Ben yet.
No. Ben hasn't really been on as of late.
But yeah, we was gonna do it, but you wasn't on earlier. We did RP pretty much all day, and then Venom went to bed early.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I was helping my friend out.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Venom kind of went to bed early today because he said he had just got off of a 12-hour shift.
Yeah. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I wouldn't say it was really early, for Venom anyway, because you know our 7 o'clock, which was about the time he got off, is like his 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
My 7 o'clock. This is 1 a.m.
Alright, Bryce, I'm gonna go into the...
Yeah. You kind of need to. It's kind of against the rules of being a party in these sessions. So.
But okay, I'm gonna change the party settings.
No, can't be in a party because if you're in a party, they can't call you.
You're in Texas, ain't you, Nuke?
Yes, sir.
You know, only 2 things come from Texas, right? Steers and queers, and you don't look like no cowboy.
Yeah? Well, good thing I was born in California then,
I hope you know what movie that's from.
Full Metal Jacket.
Nice. But no, it's a few... Yeah.
I watched that movie for the first time like a week ago.
What? You literally just seen that movie like a week ago? That's like one of my favorite movies, like...
Feel bad for this is
7.52 millimeter Full Metal Jacket.
And then they have to kill that girl at the end.
Yeah.
She's just like, kill me.
Gomer Pyle, man. Private Pyle, that motherfucker was whacked. He's the reason the military needs to do psych evals.
Well, I mean, he wasn't all there from the get-go. With all the abuse he took and everything else,
he snapped.
Yep.
Because you know, back in the Vietnam War, they probably didn't really care about psych evals because they was drafting people.
Yeah, no, if you could fight, you would fight. It was kind of shitty for the veterans there, whenever they got home, the American citizens didn't involve them, just called baby kills.
Yeah, I know.
I would have been ticked.
But yeah, I know all about that because my mama, one of her exes, who she was friends with him still up until a few years ago when he died, but one of my mama's exes was a Marine Corps ex-field pilot during the Vietnam.
I mean, I feel like that wouldn't be that bad of a job. I mean, compared to being in a run.
Yeah.
Not as much danger, I would say. But no, the person who I was helping clean out shit one night told me he had a friend, or not necessarily a friend, but the new recruits like were kind of isolated when they get there. And they would usually ask like, why the hell are you guys just kind of isolating us? I guess like one of the older dudes was like, how long have you been in for? It's like, oh, I've just been here like a few days. You know, and then some of the veterans would be like, alright, well, if you survive 2 weeks, then we'll allow you to continue, because if you're gonna die, you're gonna die those first 2 weeks.
That's pretty true too, cause my mama's ex said something along those lines. He said he made it past the first 2 weeks. Typically, you wasn't really good. He said, but after those first 2 weeks, you knew how to handle your own. He said, cause them fucking Viet Cong, them fuckers were crazy. They'd literally be coming up out of holes in the ground in ambushes and shit. Then they had them fucking punchy pits.
Yeah, those weren't really intended to kill, just to injure and slow down the convoy. And usually the soldier died.
Bacterial infection, yeah. Cause they would typically coat those punji steaks with feces and shit just to make the infection set in even quicker.
It's terrible. I'd hate to be a part of that.
If you think about it, that was like a form of biological warfare.
Technically. Cruel and unusual. Is that still allowed in war? Those type of traps?
No, punchy pits are banned by both the Habsburg and the Geneva Conventions. Don't mean nobody still uses them, but if you get caught using them, it's a war crime.
Yeah, people care about war crimes. At least the bad guys don't.
Just like you know, technically, pepper spray and tear gas are banned by the Geneva and Habsburg Conventions.
I mean, I can see that, but at the same time, it's a non-lethal weapon. It's not kill.
It's non-lethal, but it's still classified as a chemical weapon that obstructs breathing.
Yeah, like mustard gas, except that would kill you.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's funny because mustard gas is actually insanely easy to make. Like you can make it at. It literally it hits your respiratory system and it pretty much fries your bronchial tubes, so it leads to a collapsed lung 9 times out of 10.
No, that's good. Wasn't that used during? I know that was used.
It was used during World War I and World War II. Geneva and Habsburg didn't come around until after World War II. Matter of fact, Adolf Hitler was awarded the Iron Cross by Germany during World War I because he saved about basically the Iron Cross during that era of Germany was basically like our Medal of Honor. He saved 12 members of his unit that were choking out in mustard gas by running back and forth through the trenches, bringing gas masks. A few of the members died later just because their lungs were already so damaged, but yeah. And you know, originally Adolf Hitler didn't wear the fucking mustache that he's known for. During World War II, he had a big ass burly like Hulk Hogan mustache, but he learned his lesson about that when he was in the trenches and he got hit by mustard gas and his mask wouldn't fit right. He trimmed his mustache down to what it later became known.
I don't know why he kept it like that.
Now imagine if he had kept the Hulk Hogan mustache. Would Hulk Hogan have been rocking a toothbrush?
Again, still don't know what they did. But again, and so were their medals. They had some badass looking medals.
Yeah, like the double-headed eagle.
I do not know what weapons were be used to fight in World War III, but I know in the next World War people will use sticks and stones.
Oh yeah, because of nuclear warfare. If it ever came down to another world war, we'd probably be going back to the Stone Ages.
I personally don't. Okay, like if it was a world war, then yeah, but I don't see that happening. Just like pretty much any of the bad guys, they don't really have any allies. Like North Korea, they may be able to get nuclear capabilities.
North Korea definitely has nuclear capabilities. North Korea has been testing nukes in the Pyongyang nuclear test site since 2005 when Bush was still in office. That's why Bush was trying to send people over there to check their nuclear shit. Not to mention, look on CNN, just last night, United States troops at the U.S. Geological Survey, they picked up a large earthquake from that section of Korea, and Kim Jong just verified this morning they had just tested a 10 kiloton nuclear device, a hydrothermal bomb. So North Korea definitely has nuclear capability.
I'm not worried about that.
But yeah, that bomb they dropped caused the magnitude 5 earthquake.
That's fun. Isn't that kind of weak for a
What, 10 kilotons?
Yeah.
That's about an average nuclear device. The largest nuclear device was Tsar Bomba, dropped by Russia over the Bikini Atoll, and that one weighed in at 52 megatons. Currently, the biggest U.S. nuclear device, the Moab, that one is tested at 35 kilotons, I think it was. So our nuclear devices are bigger than theirs, but North Korea does still have nuclear devices. The one we dropped on Hiroshima was only a 7 kiloton, so it's bigger than the one we dropped on Hiroshima.
Well, hopefully it never comes to that. Again, I personally don't think it will. I don't think Kim Jong is crazy.
Yeah, because we could just drop Moab on Kim Jong and him and like half his country would disappear under a mushroom cloud.
Well, I mean, China's not really friends with them anymore. They don't have any allies, so at least the US and China, Russia would probably join in. Alright, well, we're gonna wipe out that area. Actually, no, I don't know. I don't think it'll happen.
Russia's nuclear devices, though, are bigger than ours, so if we ever got in a war with Russia, we would be fucked. We really would be fucked if we got in a war with Russia.
Well, neither side would want to be a massacre. Because their nukes are maybe bigger, but we nearly have the same amount as them, if not more.
You know, North Korea actually, less than 5 miles away from their nuclear test site, they have a concentration camp. Their nuclear test site is underground, but they make the prisoners there, like, dig down there and expose them to massive levels of radiation.
That's not good. You know, speaking of, many they have those type of camps. Isn't that like crimes against humanity?
It is, but the U.S. is kind of reluctant to piss off Kim Jong, because Kim Jong, if he wanted to, he could hurt a good portion of our fucking economy, because he has a transcontinental nuclear device that would take out a good portion of Los Angeles and surrounding areas, and a good portion of the U.S. economy comes through California at those ports. Not to mention our largest naval base is in California. So Kim Jong wouldn't really do any lasting damage to us, but he really could hinder us if he wanted to. Because he could take out the largest U.S. naval fleet in one go.
Doesn't the U.S. have like anti-nuclear capabilities though?
We do, but the device that Kim Jong just tested is similar to one of our smaller bombs, which our smallest bomb is still larger than theirs. Our smallest one weighs in at 15 kilotons, but the design of his most recent nuclear device is similar to our 15 kiloton in that it don't show up on radar. So we wouldn't know it until it was too late.
Well, that's not right.
Oh well. That's the one benefit of the smaller nuclear devices. They might not have as much explosive yield, but the metals that they use to coat them with tend to scatter radar signals.
I'll scatter you.
That's the thing. If they was to fire a bigger nuclear device at us, we would be fine because we would pick it up long before it got to us, and we could send a cruise missile back at it to take it out mid-air and high above the atmosphere where it wouldn't harm anything. But the thing would be, it would need to be big enough and made of the right materials to be picked up by the radars. We would actually be better off if they fired a big one at us because we would pick it up long before it reached us. What?
Where do babies come from?
You already know the answer to that question.
Like.
Okay, I'll hop on GTA because I really do want the hot